Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to, well, Ocarina of Time Randomizer Triforce Hunt. So it's slightly different, of course, than the normal randomizers that we've been doing. But I thought, hey, why not? Seems fun, it looks fun, and yeah. So I will explain everything that is randomized, and once we get in the actual game, I will explain how much pieces and so on and so forth that we're actually going to be doing to complete this game. So, if you want to skip ahead to the gameplay starting, then skip here or wherever it is down below in, the timestamp. And if not, I will start reading out what is actually going to be maybe not obvious or obvious as we go through. So, we have Open Kokiri Forest, Open Gate, and Open Gerudo's Fortress, as well as the free Gerudo card. And the Rainbow Bridge is completely random, so we could actually be needing spiritual stones only, medallions, or even just a certain amount of dungeons needed to be completed in order to get that unlocked. Which is also something different, because I'm pretty sure in past I've had it opened. I'm not really sure. And now we have cows, Kokiri Sword, there's all the songs, all the beans, Medigoron, so like Gora Sword, Gora Stave, as well as Carpet Salesman, which is all shuffled. And one thing to note on top of that as well, since this track is actually a little bit different, but also this setting wasn't in here before either, the maps and compasses actually give out information. So I believe the compasses will tell what medallions are going to be within certain dungeons, and the maps, I think, will tell which one is the master quest. I don't really know, because I never really saw when I did a test of this, especially on my personal file. But there's that. And now something that is a staple to what I have randomized. I have token, shops, and scrubs having it all on, so that's going to be pretty fun. Now the slight cosmetic things, which, I'll explain as we go through as well. It's going to be obvious, so don't really explain the tunics and stuff like that. Oh yeah, not cosmetics, but Zelda is actually going to be skipped for like young Zelda, so we don't need to do stealth. That's something I'm also going to note for when we start this title, because it'll be obvious there. And cosmetic-wise, everything is randomized, same with the sound effects as you can hear in the background, same with the absolutely beautiful mooing there. And we'll start with a random age and random starting time as well. And the last two things are three actually, my goodness. But we have the free Scarecrow song, so we don't need to speak to Pierre or play the speak. You don't need to play the Ocarina by him, although I might because it's habit. And cuccos and pose are also randomized. But now, we shall start. So for those who have skipped ahead over here, our name is going to be Serene or Surin, however you want to actually say it. I don't know why I'm going to caps. I don't even know what that noise is. It sounds like heavy breathing or like chomping or something like that. But, yeah, and that, we're gonna start. And, okay, I was gonna say, did we freeze? Thankfully we didn't. We didn't start with the Master Sword, which means we're actually going to be starting as a kid, I believe. And we're starting at the crater. Okay, I don't even know if we're going to be able to get out of here or not. Oh wait, no, we can't. Thank goodness it let us start right outside of here. It looks like our tunic color is actually pretty close to what it's going to be like. Oh, hey Darunia. How you doing, buddy? And we got ourselves a lovely fairy fountain over here. I don't think we start off with any items or anything, so I don't really know where we're gonna go or what we're going to actually be able to do here. So, yeah. But anyways, so for Triforce Hunt, what we actually need to be able to complete here is 20 Triforce Pieces. So just imagine this is going to be like Wind Waker when we need to go and, grab all of we don't even grab them, but when we need to find all the pieces in the ocean, only this is actually right before we needed to do that. But also, I'm going to beat you guys in Kakariko Village now, since I don't think we could actually do anything over here. But that's just all I really wanted to mention. Well, we know that we're probably going to be able to get 100 rupees as soon as we're actually able to go through there. Because right now, we can't actually jump down because he'll just want to grab, you know, the bomb right in front of him, which makes sense because that's just within the logic. But of course, now we are entering Kakariko Village, which I'm hoping we'll be able to grab something from here. I'm sure we'll be able to go into the graveyard now that I think about it. I got one more chance to get this pot, to get this skull shot with this pot. Let's see if we're able to get this. Probably not. Oh, and we did, which gives us our first piece of heart, baby. Aw, yeah. And now we entered this graveyard to get this free chest over here. And it just barely missed Dampé, which is sad, but hey, we got the fairy song from here. So there's that. I guess just thinking about Dampé was just enough for him to be like, yo, you know what? Here you go, have this. Now let's see if we can hit this dude, which was an overshot, which kind of sucks. But I think we'll head to Hyrule Field because A, we can go to Lon Lon's ranch. Oh, I love the music for these enemies. We got ourselves some market, which unfortunately did not last that long because it turned daytime really quickly, which I'm not complaining about. Now there's just not going to be any music in here though, which is weird. It's just interesting how the music doesn't start right away, even if you like transition and it's obvious that it's daytime. So I'm really curious to see what the music's going to be like for Kakariko Village. Now I don't believe the well is going to be open, but I'm still going to check that just in case. Let's see if that's the only one that's needed. And nope, it looks like we need all of them actually. That's kind of a surprise. Hey, it's good to see you again. Here, I'll give you a memento, which will be the fairy's bow. At least it wasn't an ice trap. That would have been real awkward. Also, yes, decided to just visit him right there because I was like, you know, while we're up on the roof, we may as well just get this man. Also, I am surprised that actually gave us the vanilla cucco amount. I was scared we were going to step into that grotto, which wouldn't have been so much of an issue. It would have just been a little bit awkward for us. But at least there's two here. But also I'm thinking after we get these cuccos and probably get the cow and or that grotto, actually both of them, which are done in here with Kakariko Village, we may as well just go to Kokiri Forest. And one thing I want to bring up about that, because it's something that I've never actually noticed, in all these times I've actually played this game, never actually noticed that the fairies actually change colors each time you come in and out of the forest. That just includes just going inside the houses and stuff like that too. I thought that was just kind of interesting, and it's very subtle obviously, but yeah, I guess here's a question for that too. Have you guys also noticed that, or have you guys not noticed that as well? Like, am I the only one that didn't? And now, Andrew will give us the Goron's tunic. Okay. You know, as I was jumping across here, I always wonder why there's no gate part right there in front of the windmill. Like, you'd think people wouldn't want to fall off there, or maybe it's just part of the construction that's taking a while. Who knows? But also the grottos also have... Okay, sorry, I just got distracted by that. Grottos... the stones also have hints, and hey, I was wondering if we're going to be finding a Triforce piece sometime in this episode. But there you go, one of the 20s, babies. And an ocarina will be found in Zora's River. Sweet. Okay, so we got a really intense Hyrule field, so that's good to know. But also, it's kind of thinking we were gonna head over to Lon Lon's ranch. But since the gates are open, we may as well just head to the market. And as we're heading over there, I just thought I would share a memory that I just randomly had. Actually, not quite randomly, I was just looking at, you know, Hyrule Castle when I was just doing my vanilla playthrough, not my vanilla playthrough, my own personal file. And a memory just came through of me just recreating it, or just creating it in computer graphics class, because one of the assignments that we just had was Okay, sorry, I just got distracted by the windmill song. I thought it would just play this normal music in here. Oh, and we got ourselves 20 rupees from a gold skulltula, so we will take that. Thank you, my dear friend. I will be back once we get a sword to destroy all these bots. That's something really satisfying to do. But yeah, it was a nice thing because it was just so fun just recreating just the water around it, and just, you know, the castle itself is just really fun. Now I don't quite know what the music is in here because it's really quiet and also uses speakers. But for Lid of Light, for 185 rupees, honestly, that's probably really cheap for it. And 220 for Dimspire. Also, fair enough. I got hiccups, because that's probably from a fairy, and it's probably pretty expensive, and probably took him a while to actually get that. And in this shop, we got ourselves another Triforce piece, probably really expensive, 115, not quite. And a small key for 100 rupees. That's for the bottom of the well, so we'll probably need it eventually. And even this skulltula is also really expensive. I'm curious to see what this is priced for. 30 rupees, at least it's not 150 like it was at some point. And now we will say hello to Malin so we can get the egg from her as well. Okay, good, it is an egg, so I wasn't sure if that was also going to be randomized or not. And we'll also see if we can get this skulltula. This one here is my arch nemesis, because for whatever reason, you can usually destroy them with rocks, but this one just has like a shield over it that is just protecting it. But oh well. It doesn't matter if we get it or not, so we're just gonna wait until it goes to nighttime so we can get the egg to wake up Malin's dad to then get into the castle, and hopefully it would actually skip first. I don't see why it wouldn't, unless I, for whatever reason, decided to just make it not a thing. Like, see, like that. It hit it, and the other was like, no, bruh. But we also have a stick, which should destroy it, unless we need two. And, okay. We got ourselves a hook shot from that, so apparently, right off the bat, it is loving us, which also makes sense because, well, with all the Triforce pieces that we have, it's probably needing to shuffle a lot of them unless it adds extra chests. Look at him sleeping all soundly. Although I am kind of worried about this dude though, because I'm pretty sure he either has insomnia, or he's really exhausted, or he's low on iron or something like that, because this dude just keeps falling asleep. But also sadly does not incubate, you know, once it turns to nighttime, it needs to be daytime, which I thought was kind of interesting, because for me, I don't know about you guys, I've never actually gotten the egg while it was daytime. It's always been nighttime whenever I got it. It's too bad we can't pick up these grass. That's also one thing, I'm like, why can't Link, or whoever you play as, just can't pick up grass? Like, it's so light. You could literally just, like, pluck that, make a little, like, whistle out of it, which I also loved to do as a kid. Just in like recess or any time that we were able to like, sit outside. There it is. Well, I just pick grass and just use a whistle with some of my friends. But now we shall wake up poor Talon over here. What in tarnation? Kind of person got a little shut eye around here? What? Mallory's looking for me. I'm gonna catch it from her now. I must have badly leaving Mallory behind away from me. She's really going to get me going for it. Because I couldn't actually read what he says there. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go really quickly because obviously he's sprinting away. They also already forgot that this music is really, really intense. I love how it's just Ganon's music. Also, figure out which music it was for Hyrule Castle. I'm pretty sure it's playing the Fire Temple. Now let's see if it's actually going to skip here or not. It's gonna skip inside. So I guess I just kept a weird egg on for whatever reason. But hello, Impa. Wonder what you are going to give us. And it's going to be a beautiful bundle of arrows. And I don't know what music this is. Oh, it's a minigame music. I'm just so used to hearing, you know, the forefront of it and not the background music. So that's kind of interesting. And now, fingers crossed, we'll get this all in one go. We saw where this one went, and the other one went right to front. And now we just gotta pick up all of these cuccos over here and hope that one of them is one of the special cuccos, which unfortunately it is not, especially saying, oh, I was throwing them right in front. Now, one of these is bound to be one. Okay, good. We got it. So now let's see if we get vanilla or not. And we got ourselves the Balor of Fire. Okay, it's starting off really good. Oops, apparently we're playing again, which honestly, we're just gonna leave. We're just paying him to get stuff. And now we're gonna go ahead and talk to Malin. And again, all depending on what we get, we're gonna be leaving it after we get what we get from him. So, hello Malin. Good to hear. It's beautiful singing, actually. It's impressive what she could do with the voice. Oh, cute Ocarina! You gotta play a song with me at that Ocarina. We shall get ourselves a small key to the Shadow Temple. Sweet. Honestly, we'll take that. And I'll get to transition this out. Talking is hard, guys. Which, I mean, hey. I guess it says you'll normally like that, because I'm pretty sure it's a cutscene of her giving us a song. But, anyways, we shall leave it here, because we can't even get this skulltula here, because we don't have anything but pots to attack. But maybe we'll attempt that. And then we'll see. We'll see if we get this. I'll just be in part of the end screen or whatever if we get it. But, either way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap that subscribe button, say something down in the comments down below. Do what you do, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Now, we shall see if I can get this skulltula.